It's time to focus on the things you need, the things you deserve. You deserve a healthy body, supplements that get you moving and keep you moving, that make you feel good, look good, do good. And they shouldn't contain GMOs, artificial ingredients, or heavy metals, ever. Supplements that are clinically studied, use proven absorption technologies, are designed by scientists, and are ethically sourced and produced. Supplements with everything you need, nothing you don't. You deserve a company that you can trust, that's dedicated to safe manufacturing practices and third-party testing, that ensures the highest quality of effectiveness from extraction of ingredients all the way to the composition of the packaging. Wait a second. You deserve to see the process. You deserve a company led by a CEO with a deep belief in the power of people, dedicated to inspiring entrepreneurs to achieve success. A company with a phytonutrient chemist and expert on natural molecules who is obsessed with human health and has your best interest in mind to design its products. A board comprised of talented doctors from around the world. You deserve to be surrounded by people you trust and look up to. Empowered ambassadors that inspire wellness every day. Leaders who are rooting for you to be the best version of yourself. A community that works hard and plays hard. You deserve to experience adventures that take you around the world, and you deserve to be recognized for your hard work. It's time to get what you deserve. It's time to shift your focus. 3.
Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, all around the world. I am so happy to greet you on tonight's amazing 3 Global Opportunities Zoom. My name is Holly DeMott, and I am your not only your host, I am your presenter tonight. And I am joining you from the heart of the United States, the heartland. I am joining you from the state of Iowa. And this isn't my home, my residence typically. I grew up in the Midwest and I normally reside in Scottsdale, Arizona. And I always share that that's one of the reasons I love this industry is that I can work from anywhere. And it just so happens that my mom, my family are all in the Midwest. So I get to bless myself and them, right? And spend my summers here and do this business from anywhere that I am. And so welcome wherever you are in the world. I grew up in this state. I grew up in the Midwest and I grew up on a farm. So I often share my story so you can get a little bit of a background to know who you're listening to and really the background of it as it may relate to some of you. And I grew up on a farm. So I don't know, many of you grew up on a farm. I did. We're talking Angus cattle and corn and soybeans, the whole thing on a farm. And I always share I didn't love it. I didn't love growing up on a farm. My siblings will tell you that. And I couldn't wait to get out. Like I knew that I was going to be in the business world. That was my aspiration. I had that vision. I didn't know what I was going to do. I went to university and I received my marketing and accounting degrees and I went straight into the corporate world. And I thought, this is it, right? And, I spent 8 years in the corporate world in the mortgage sector, the banking sector in the United States for an international bank. And, I found myself working more, working, moving locations to go up the ladder. And, I thought, is this it? Like I grew up watching my parents be entrepreneurs and I thought, how could I do that? Because I want to be my own boss, right? Who wants to be their own boss? That's what I wanted. And now I am. Well, I ended up, in 2009, getting laid off from that nice, cushy 6-figure income that I was making in the corporate world. And at that time, it was the economy declined and there was many layoffs going on. Well, it was my time. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. So everything is timing happens and believe in that for yourself. The timing of you being on here tonight, right? Well, the timing of my life in 2009, I had already been introduced to my first company in this space 10 months prior. And I had said yes. And when I looked at that, I thought there's actually there's an industry like this where I could be my own, my like an entrepreneur. I could tap into that spirit. And I was amazed by it. And the more I got to know the industry, I thought, wow, this industry, when done right, is a beautiful thing. And that's what I kept seeing. And I thought, wow. And when I got laid off, I ended up going full board, full steam into this space and built a massive team and really had a lot of fun and learned a lot. And then came three, where I could even put that learning even more to use. Three got my attention. Something had to get my attention to really take me away from what I was doing. And it was three. And you'll hear that when I talk about the company, I talk about what we're doing. I'm talking about how young we are, young and powerful, and the product. So I am a product girl. I am a product girl through and through when we're talking quality and the integrity of the products, beauty inside out. Beauty inside out is my jam. I love natural beauty and I love the body to be absolutely an amazing machine. When we're talking immune health, we're talking vitality, we're talking looking and feeling 10 years younger. You can tell I'm passionate about that. And of course, the business piece of it, which, whew, can't wait to tell you all more about that. So here I am. I'm with you all tonight. I'm going to pull up a presentation so you can follow along, visually follow along with me. And we have three dynamic testimonials, some shares for you to hear towards the end. So stay tuned for that. So here's this beautiful company, Three. And I want to share, this company is like nothing I've ever been a part of or seen. This company is making waves. This company is doing it like no other company is doing it. And you look at the three, the love yourself, the love your family, and love your community. And it is, this is a community where you are empowered, yes, to love yourself and build on that. What other communities do you know of that builds people up to really go for it? And of course, love your family and love the community. So this is it. This is Three. About us, you can see the beautiful headquarters on the top left. And that headquarters is in Lehi, Utah. So right outside of Salt Lake City in the US, that's where we are headquartered. We launched in May 2023. So just over 12 months ago. So when I talk about timing, this is a dream right now, a dream of everything about the company, and the timing is like the cherry on top. So that is something that I've always wished I was a part of something in the beginning, and here we are. So the foundation is a collaborative effort from a group of experienced international builders. On day one, when we all started this, it was fascinating how many people's heart and soul came into this with the vision of a specific group. And that makes us different. Knowing it was entrepreneurs really with this vision of where we're going, right? We're talking entrepreneurs and leadership that have built billion-dollar companies. People pay for mentorship from people like that. They do. And here we are. That's our foundation. It's really, really special. And I don't take any day for granted with the leadership that we have here at Three. There's also offices in Hong Kong and Indonesia. That's exciting. And the global leadership, which I've already talked about with who we have with the entrepreneurs that came together for this platform. And it is a diverse group, very diverse, from all different backgrounds. And I'm talking nationalities, I'm talking professions. And it's so many walks of life. And that's one thing I absolutely love about this space. And I love with Three, how we're continually attracting people, professionals, a lot in the medical community. It's like I say doctor more now than I ever have with this team and with the entire community of Three. And it's because of the science, and it's because of the credibility and the integrity, but it's all different walks of life. And talk about a talent pool. And we're stay-at-home moms. There's, moms at homeschool, there's chiropractors, there's teachers, there's lawyers, there's the doctors, there's accountants, there's top salespeople, at some of my favorite fashion stores. And so who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. That is invaluable right there. That right there is invaluable, the leadership that we're following in the footsteps of. And I'm so blessed to have that. The management team right here. So these guys have a lot on their plates, and wow, can they ever handle it? Daniel Piku on the left, founder and CEO of 3. Daniel is absolutely the heart. His heart is huge. Not only does he have the brains, but his heart is with people and with this team. And then we have Dr. Dan Gubler, Chief Scientific Officer in the middle. He is the man behind the science of 3. Caltech trained, top 3 school in North America for science, has the most Nobel Prize winners than any other school. That's where he came from. And when I talk more about the products, you'll hear me refer to him. Troy Moore, the COO, he's behind the scenes. He's very busy. When you're talking about opening countries, he is very busy behind the scenes of the operations. Right here shows the opportunity with our markets. And, 15 countries opened on day 1. That's phase 1. Phase 1, okay? That right there gets me excited. And I hope it gets you excited too, knowing, wait a minute, that's only phase 1, 15 countries? Yeah, phase 1. So imagine phase 2, phase 3. Imagine where this is going to be $1 billion company. And we're hearing about it right now, the timing. So our business model is cross-border social e-commerce. You can see the picture on the left, and it shows a phone. We all have phones we're using. And it shows how we can do business in multiple countries with our simple platform that we have, that we pay $30 for to have this business opportunity. And then all of a sudden we're opening up a world for this opportunity with the social e-commerce. So it's cross-border social e-commerce. So I'm in the United States. Absolutely. There's teammates in Canada. There's teammates in Hong Kong, in Malaysia, in Indonesia, like all over. If you're in Hong Kong, and you're like, okay, I want to have a team in the US and everywhere else, that's the cross-border social e-commerce. And I will tell you, it is extremely empowering to know that we have this reach just at our fingertips, and these 6 products that make a massive difference. So the target market, this is really going to help, I think, to show you what this is about, because people often say, who do you talk with? Like, who is your target market? Well, right here it is. It's people who want a business opportunity to work on their own time and space. So do you know anybody that would want that? That's me. That is absolutely me. That's me when I worked my corporate job. I wanted a business opportunity that I could work where I want, when I want, how I want, with who I want. That's what I wanted. And it wasn't always possible. I always called at the time it was a BlackBerry, I called it an electronic leash. So they always knew where I was. Well, this is a business where you can work in your own time and space. Number 2, people who want to have better health and wellness. And, if we haven't learned anything over the last 4 years, it's if you don't have your health, then what do you have? Very, very true, right? If you don't have your immune health, what do you have? Health now is being looked at and paid attention to more than it ever has. That makes me happy, because I think health is the new sexy, right? Health is so attractive. People want to feel good. They want to feel alive. They want to feel a 10 out of 10. They want to feel 10 years younger, right? That's what it's about, is feeling the energy, the vitality, the sleep. Yes, all of those things. And I absolutely love it when people tell me they feel like they're 10 years younger than what they are, and even more. I've heard more than that. So people who want to be connected with a like-minded community for global collaboration, elevation, and support. Community is so important. Many of the people we meet, we would never have met if it wasn't for this amazing company. And being with like-minded people, and the big piece that I feel within that third statement is people that want to see you do better than you've ever done in your life. Be more successful, happy, all of that than you ever have. People that are cheering you on, and they do it because of this community, and we're like-minded, right? So it's a really neat target market all over the world. Our approach to wellness, let's take a look at that. So the old paradigm, and you think about it, reactive wellness, where it's reactive. It's very like you wait until something doesn't feel right and then you respond, right? Well, it's also the you are what you eat. You are what you eat, right? You've heard that. You are what you eat. And your DNA is your blueprint. Sorry, that's just how it's going to be for you always. Okay, that's the old paradigm. Old paradigm. So you guys put that to the side. Okay. Let's look at the new paradigm. The new paradigm is proactive wellness. It is addressing wellness before any nook and cranny thing may come up that is even a nuance, right? Some things with health is a nuance. Yes. And I remember watching my grandparents go to the doctor. As they got older, they went to the doctor more and more and more and more, and that's more reactive wellness. And I'm like proactive. So the new one is proactive wellness and really taking care of yourself now. And then you are what you absorb. So it's not you are what you eat, it's what your cells absorb. What you absorb. Absorption is key. And then the third one, the curation of phytonutrients from whole foods and plants. So we're not into the supplements that are synthetic, right? We're into supplements, products that are derived from whole foods that our body recognizes and wants to just eat up and gobble up and use because it recognizes it's a whole food approach. And the future of this is epigenetics. Epigenetics is a really fun topic. You could dig into that one. We'll look at phytonutrition, absorption, lifestyle, environment. That determines your health and longevity. So epigenetics, that's the new paradigm. It's always been there, yes, but now we're talking about it more. And that is part of the approach that they have here at 3. So the Scientific Advisory Board, wow, look at this. So we have Dr. Dan Gubler on the left, PhD. We talked about him a little bit. He heads up the board. So everybody on here is handpicked and everybody on here is not paid. So they're unpaid on this advisory board. They are on this board as they're excited and they want to be a part of and link arms with a company that's doing it right. The science-backed, whole food based, high absorption. They're doing clinical studies to prove that. So we have people everywhere from the Mayo Clinic to Johns Hopkins, San Diego, Dr. Lenig Alicia. I love her. She runs a pain management clinic, and I love hearing her talk with what we do. Dr. Steven Sabo, he was an ER doctor for over 30 years. And here he is doing the business of 3 full time. So this is our board, and every single one of them adds something amazing and unique to this council. Then we have our science and technology. So the 3 pillars are research and development, exploration, curation, and absorption. So if I break it down really simple for you all, exploration is finding what are the ingredients out there that we could put to use that maybe are not in products now, or they're in, but they're not in the right curation. So Dr. Dan loves phytonutrients, and he loves finding things out there that he knows, natural botanicals that could absolutely impact the body and the results. So then we have curation. It's putting it together a very specific blend where the ingredients complement each other. It's a power punch, right? And I love talking about that piece of it because many people are already out there. They're, buying CoQ10, they're buying resveratrol, they're buying polyphenols, they're buying antioxidants, they're buying all these different things. What if you took them all in one? Wouldn't that be amazing? Yes, 1 for consumption, but 2 for cost. And that's the curation phase that he did a brilliant job with how these are curated together. Then we have the absorption. We have a clinical study on that alone that you can look at, showing how these products are 3 to 9 times more bioavailable, more absorbed within the body than the organic compound that they use in the study, which are many supplements. Many supplements don't have an absorption technology. So you're getting very, very little absorption. We're talking 5%, 10%, maybe 15, not maybe tops 20. And here we're getting 30% to 95% absorption. That's amazing. You are what you absorb. With the 3 products, they are recognized. This is phenomenal and accepted in what we call the PDR. It's the physician's desk reference or prescriber's digital reference, now that we're all digital. And this is trusted by medical professionals. It's an authoritative publication. And with this is where a doctor would go and look up, very specific, whatever the patient may be going through, and they'll have medications pop up, pharmaceuticals. Well, there's only 22 nutraceutical companies that have products in the PDR, and 3 is one of them. And the most that any other company has are 2, and all 6 of 3's products were accepted and are in this PDR. That speaks volumes to where this company is paving the path to up the standards of supplements. and products. So third-party clinical studies, there's 3 here listed. I absolutely encourage you to go and ask for the person who invited you to be like, send me that study, send me that cellular absorption study, the epigenetic study, the superoxide. These are really phenomenal studies to look into and to see. The absorption one I already, referenced. The epigenetic study, it's neat. It talks about the GLP-1 gene. That's a hot topic. We have one of our products that actually helps to uptick the GLP-1 gene in the body. You want that. You want it turned on, right? You want it, you want it really going. And the BDNF, when we talk about cognitive function, our collagen showed a high increase with that. And talk about the inflammation markers, the IL-6 gene. Inflammation, that helps to make that gene decrease, meaning downregulate, so there's less inflammation. So this study is phenomenal, showing the power of 4 of our products. And then the superoxide production, that study also with inflammation. So check these out. They're really important, especially if you're into this. If you're not and you're like, hey, I trust you, I want on the products now. Okay, just know we've got you. So the 3 wellness guardians, so there's 6 products. That's it. So simple, 6 products. Let's go through them in a speed dating round right now. On the very left is the Vitality. Vitality. Go ahead and say that out loud. This is the Nourisher. So this is, I'll just say it, I call it a multivitamin on steroids. Like, it doesn't compare to any other multis out there. I'm getting everything in here from my probiotics, my prebiotics, my omega, my greens, my fruits. I get my like alfalfa. There's so many things in here. Minerals, trace minerals. It's a power punch. There's a gut health blend. So when people take this, I love talking results. Talk about brain energy. Talk about no or less bloat, right? And more regularity with bowel movements. That's part of digestive health. Yes. But it's the energy. And people will ask, how much caffeine does the Vitality have? Because I have more energy. And I'm like, 0. It has none. It's just when the body is going and you have these enzymatic responses going on and chemical reactions, it's a beautiful thing. So we love the Vitality. It's an everyday, right? Then the second one is the Revive, the Restore. When you talk about the Restore, you're talking about really calming down any inflammatory responses happening in the body. I look at inflammation as like little fires in the body. And if a fire gets out of hand, then it's not comfortable. There's bigger problems happening. And what the Restore does, what the Revive does, it's liposomal curcumin. And it's black cumin oil, it's boswellia. Like, what it's doing is to help calm those fires down, right? So imagine feeling better when you don't have as many fires going on. So if inflammation is a hot topic, very hot topic, it always has been, but it is even so more right now. And this product is an absolute game changer. Then we have Immune, the protector, immune health, everything in here immune. So I used to have like 13 bottles. And I'd travel around with them from my, silver to my vitamin A, C, D, E, zinc, elderberry, like you name it, right? And we are all taking so many. This condenses it into 2 capsules a day. 2 capsules a day. One of my favorite ingredients in the capsule is the nano silver. Nano silver, antifungal, antibacterial, antiviral. Yes, every single day to take that. This is a powerful. Purify. Talk about detoxing. Detoxifier helps to detox your 5 major organs: your liver, your lungs, your colon, your kidneys, and your skin. People forget about our skin being our largest organ. So these are everydays. And the Purify is one I don't leave home with any of these. The Purify is a must, especially I usually double up when I'm traveling with that one, just because I'm taking in so many more things that I normally don't have. But that's an important one to detoxify. Eternal. So the Eternal, the purple packet, it's so easy to take. You tear off the top and you take it. The Rejuvenator, this one has glutathione in it. If you don't know about glutathione, now you do. Glutathione is the master antioxidant. I like to call this product the Glutathione Glow. It is an anti-aging product. It also has resveratrol in it. Very powerful antioxidant. You guys, think heart health, think muscles and tissues, and just being able to like move better. The Eternal and Revive combined, woof, so amazing. Then we have the collagen. The collagen is our collagen. The collagen is a crazy wild west out there, isn't it? You see collagen everywhere. Well, This is the only collagen I've ever had for good reason. This collagen is a 10-day on, 20 days off. So you're 10 days on, you're taking it every single day, every night, whenever you like to take it. You cannot miss it up when you take these. And the collagen is a powerful combination of hyaluronic acid. You ingest that, yes, with the collagen. It's a marine-based collagen. Of course, the vitamin C in there. This product is loaded and you only take it for 10 days. Talk about skin health, talk about hair growth, talk about nails, talk about, yes, immune system, but there's so much vitamin C in there, but also with cognitive function. Talk about joints. So this is not your everyday collagen at all. This one's phenomenal. And it's a strawberry flavor. So those are the 6 main products right there. Simple, right? So this is a turnkey business system. And you're really a part of the first group of people to promote and share these amazing wellness guardians globally. The business includes this, a robust replicated website. We get a website the minute we create our account. It's e-commerce ready. It's ready to go. There's the link. That's exciting. That I was so excited when that happened. I was like, woo, I'm already going. A back office that manages and tracks our business. So you don't have to be tracking everything. It's not old school. It's being done right there. Marketing and media tools to promote your business. Yes, this video is even one of them. And then a training system by that group of entrepreneurs I mentioned that have helped to create billion-dollar companies. Well, the training system is designed by them and it supports the global community that you can plug right into. Wow. Then the financial rewards. So, I told you earlier, I'm a product girl, and I am. I'm a product girl with a business mind. And when I saw the financial rewards plan, that's what had me saying yes, all capital letters, because I had never seen anything with a couple of the components of this comp plan. And I love the power of our space with what we have here. Retail commissions, yes. Introductory bonuses, yes. So we're thinking, okay, right, that's faster, right? And then we have our residual, the commission overrides with building team commission. This fourth one, referral matching bonuses. This is what I'd never seen anything like before. And I was blown away with the potential of this matching bonus. Matching bonus. Wow. So ask the person who is getting you started, ask them to explain that to you because it's just amazing. Then we have our global bonus pool and our global founder pool. So we do have the founder option still available. So happy to say it's still available because being a founder, there is a pool involved. And it's the timing and it's a reward. It's a reward for being introduced to it at this time. So how to participate with this platform, with this company, with this community. There's 3 options to choose from. You'd be a retail customer. So you're like, okay, I want to use the products. You're a retail customer. You're a preferred customer. You want products at a wholesale cost. Or you're a business builder. You're like, you know what? Absolutely. There's part-time income. I mean, it ranges to be a business builder with what your aspirations and how hungry you are, right? I have found that this company has sparked me again, and I believe all of us have that in us. And it takes something that we feel to go and to do something bigger than we've ever done before. And I 100% know that that's what I'm a part of here at 3. And I invite you to, yes, be a part of it. There's 2 simple ways to be a business builder. You enroll as a brand ambassador. It's $30. That's step 1, $30 US. 2 is to choose a package. So here's the 4 packages on the left. It's the intro pack with 3 of the products is $200 US. Premium pack is $600 US. Business builder pack is $1360. And then the founder pack for a limited time and quantity availability, that is $2,800 for the pack. The founder pack is Founder Plus. It's a pack where you're getting so many products and additional products and a savings because you're coming in as a founder at that level, at that pack. So these are the options with the builder pack and the founder plus pack. Those are options that keep you active for longer. So ask about those. So you can be like, how long would the founders pack keep me active? Well, I can give you guys the answer. With ordering it, it's 12 4-week periods. So that's nearly a year, right? That's amazing. And so these products are something I never go a day without, ever. These are phenomenal. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring on our first guest. And I cannot wait for you to hear these amazing shares that you're going to be hearing. So, Nilbert, hello. Hi there.
Hi, Holly. Thanks for
Ab-
having me today.
Absolutely. So, Nilbert's joining us from San Diego, California. And,
Mhm.
Nilbert, I cannot wait for the world of three to hear your story and our guests.
Okay, thanks, Holly. My background is I'm a military veteran. I finished 22 years of service in the Navy, and I retired in 2021. So after retirement, my wife and I were deciding what my next career would be. I definitely felt that I really wanted to do something that would give me back my time. I'm so, I was so happy you mentioned earlier about, having control of your time, working from anywhere. Well, so because of that, goal, I decided to become an entrepreneur. I decided to become, a business owner. So I started a couple of traditional businesses, but it was a little bit over a year ago that like things happen for a reason. Call it, the universe calling to you. I call it divine intervention. God really, intended this to happen this way. My wife and I were on travel, and we were in Dubai at the time when we both got very, very sick. We had such severe symptoms that we were confined to our hotel room, and we were 2 days from flying home. So we were very worried that we actually would be stuck in a foreign country. Well, someone from our tour group was kind enough to share with us some products. And she said, "Hey, Nilbert, if you're open-minded, you might want to try these supplements. Who knows, they may help you." So we did. My wife and I both took three of the amazing products you mentioned earlier. And to both our amazement, the very next day, half of our symptoms were gone. So I was like, how can something be that effective that fast? Well, to make a long story short, we were able to fly home. It did turn out that we had COVID after we got back. So after we recovered, I really wanted to find out more about the company, more about the products. So I attended an event similar to this, actually, a presentation, but it was an in-person presentation. I saw what the company was all about. Everything that you mentioned, where the company started last year in 15 countries. I found out about the science behind the products and then the amazing global e-commerce opportunity. And that was it. I jumped in with both feet and said, you know what, this is what I need to be doing. I feel so blessed that I was given this opportunity. Fast forward to today, and again, I'm blessed to be in front of you and everyone else sharing my story. I can tell you that I do have several medical conditions where I take prescription meds for. But being over a year on the product, I take all six of them. I take all six. Actually, I was going to take only five, but my wife started using collagen. And after like 2 months, I like, no, I better start taking collagen or else I might get left behind. So I do take all six products. And all I can tell you is that combined with my, I try to live eat healthy diet and healthy like exercise and all that. My doctor told me to keep doing what I'm doing because I'm getting healthier. I'm getting healthier. It's like I'm aging backward. I'm getting healthier. So I mean, the products have been so life-changing for me. And the business as well, again, having the opportunity to not only open a business here, but globally. I was blessed to have the opportunity to open in the Philippines last year. So now I guess I can consider myself a global entrepreneur, right? And so that's my story, Holly. Thank you so much for allowing me to
Absolutely amazing.
share.
Oh my gosh, amazing. Just the way you were introduced and where it's gone from there and evolved. So, congratulations. Thank you for sharing with us. Okay, Carmen Sandoval. Carmen, yes. Okay,
Hello.
hello, hello. You look
Hi.
gorgeous.
Thank you.
Okay, I would love to hear your story and share it with everyone that's on. Thank you so much for
Sure.
joining us.
Yeah, no problem. It's a privilege and an honor. Basically, I'm based in San Jose, California, which is about a 60-minute drive south of San Francisco. So I'm in Silicon Valley. I've had the privilege of recruiting for the last 30 years in my career. After I graduated from UCLA, I'm an avid volunteer. I sit on the board. I mean, I do what I can to help people. And I love meeting people and helping them identify their strengths and where they want to go. Now, when I first got introduced to Three about a year ago, it was my health coach, Renee, who I'd been following her on social media because we kind of lost touch. She had moved away from the Bay Area and she had a couple of places in Nevada and California, but she kept posting these before and after pictures. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Like, how can those people actually look like that? And I know Renee, so I'm like, there's no way she'd be doctoring anything, or she doesn't have time. So she came up to Silicon Valley and hosted an in-person event similar to this. And I met people in person who had gone through cancer treatments and radiation treatments, and it looked like nothing had ever happened. I'm like, this is wild. Like, what is happening? Now, at the time, I had already helped two companies go public. My third got bought by Google. My last two got bought by some large real estate and property companies. And so I'm used to recruiting people, working hard. I'm not averse to working, 60, 80 hours a week, but now I'm like in my mid 50s. And I'm like, I don't want to keep doing that. And health is so important. When I first went to UCLA, I was actually pre-bio, pre-med. And so even though that's not my actual profession, I still study things to reduce inflammation, things that will help, increase my quality of life. For a long time, I taught fitness classes, like 10 to 14 a week. I ran some marathons. I climbed half dome a couple of times. And so as a result, my hips and my knees were oftentimes inflamed. I mean, I couldn't even bend over to tie my shoes, which was terrible because I'm like, I'm only in my mid 50s. What's going on? So anyway, so I see these people and I see what they're doing. And I'm like, you know what? This is a great investment in myself. And I want to do some research. So I started taking the products, and my hips and my knees, I don't have that pain. This morning I was in LA. I just got off a plane. I was telling you guys. And my mom was saying how she couldn't press with her hand because she's got rheumatoid arthritis. And I looked at her, I go, Mom, you got to do this Revive. So she took two this morning. I can't wait to talk to her later. I mean, it does take people a little time to see results, but that's one of my favorite products. And the other thing is, in recruiting, with what I do with executive recruiting and building companies up so they either go public or get bought, training is always really important. And you're lucky if you can get training, quality training. I can honestly say that the training here has been really helpful, because as we've moved from a work from phone, as Samson Lee says, kind of work environment, it's neat to learn from other people how marketing has shifted, how discussions have shifted, how sharing information has shifted. And my personal, because I'm sorry if I'm talking too long, but I'm just really excited. I do have family in the Philippines. I'm half Filipino, and I'm privileged to know that I have support around me to help build teams out there as well in Southeast Asia. And I know there's a tour going on, so it's going to be really exciting. But yeah, I've just had a really positive experience. And I stopped working in-house like 60 to 80 hours a week last August. And so I've recently been more focused on, learning more about Three, sharing more about it. And I'm getting such positive response from people who want to learn more. It's been really exciting. So yeah.
It is. Wow. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Gary Wharton, we have him live from Sedona, the gorgeous Red Rocks in Sedona, Arizona. Sedona is my home state. And I love it that Gary is joining us straight from Sedona in this gorgeous house.
Oh, my friend. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for having me, Holly. It's really good to see you, and it's good to be with all of you today. Well, gang, my name is Gary, and I have been in Sedona for just about 12 years now, and I have been really blessed to be a top producing real estate agent here, specializing in residential real estate and luxury properties. It is a dream of a job in so many ways. I mean, I get to represent some really beautiful pieces of architecture, and it's been a career that I have truly loved. The one thing I will say is that when you're in a competitive industry and you're in a competitive location, which Sedona absolutely is, it's one of the premier real estate spots, at least here in the United States. You have to bring your A game. You got to bring your A game every day in and out if you want to thrive and you really want to reach the top of your market. And I was very blessed to have done and achieved that. So I'm an annual 7-figure earner in this space. I have loved this career, and more importantly, I've loved the doors that it's opened for me and the people it has introduced me to. What I can say is that over the years, I have watched the aspects of my life increase, whether it's resources or income, and those things are wonderful. But, the 2 a.m. responding to emails and the stress that comes from not knowing if my escrow is going to close, When you see a shift in an interest rate in the market and how that will impact, a local economy is incredible in different regards. And so over time, I saw aspects of my life increasing, but I also saw my physical health diminishing. And so I got to a point to where, the work-life stress, the balance, it just got out of balance for me. And it got to the point where I found myself just not sleeping well. Again, really high levels of stress. I developed leaky gut. In total, I got to a point where I was about 100 pounds overweight. Hypertension, all of the things that come with a lifestyle that's full of stress, were all things that were showing up in my life. And so I got to a point where I knew intuitively that I was ready to make a change and I needed to do something different. And I'm so grateful to the person who brought me into this, because I have seen my life radically change, in the last year alone. I don't even know where to begin. I mean, Holly mentioned that I'm in Sedona, but I'm also spending half my time in Hong Kong. And I never thought years ago that would be something that I would do, but here we are. And in fact, tomorrow I leave for New York. I'm in New York for 4 days. I'm going to come back to my home here in Sedona for 2, and then I'm off to Hong Kong for 2 months. And I get to be, as Carmen had kind of mentioned, that there's a big tour happening internationally, and I'm really blessed that I get to be a part of that. So I'm so excited for the different ways that this has changed my life in terms of my own health and wellness. And I'll speak to the product, but also, Holly, I want to cover a little bit of the overall arc of what this has done for my life. Is that, listen, the products guys are phenomenal. I have the blessing to be married to a physician. He is a wonderful man. And he is in the top of his game in his own field. And we are both totally blown away by this product line. I can see how it's returned vitality to me in so many ways. I mean, I feel like my body is revived. I don't know another way to say that. But I mean, Holly, you said, you felt like you got the spark again, and I can certainly see that. The overall lifestyle to which the way my life has shifted, I want to share this with you. This is, it's a little personal, and I might get a little emotional because it hits me in the gut. Last October, I've been working out with a personal trainer. These are the commitments I made to myself if I was going to join 3. And so I started working out with a personal trainer a while ago. And in October, we did calipers measurements to determine what was the total body fat. We wanted to see real progress. And when I started this endeavor, when I started this lifestyle shift for myself, I was at about almost 32% body fat. And today, I can tell you that I'm now at 17% body fat. So, I mean, this has changed my life in ways that it's hard to verbalize, but I want to share that with any of you that are looking at this today. If you're in a career field and you have something nudging you that's saying that it's time to make a change, it's time to do something different, listen to that inner voice. If it's your health or the health of your friends or family or something that you recognize as needing maybe something a little different, take a real close look. Because I can tell you what we are doing here at 3 is absolutely incredible. The people that are joining us, the quality of professionals is like nothing I've ever seen. And I am so blessed to get to do this with people like Holly DeMott, with people like NILBERT, and with people like Carmen as well. And I can't wait to see where this goes. And I hope to see you all along the ride. Holly, thank you so much for the time today.
Oh my goodness, absolutely. And congratulations. I mean, I've seen your journey, and it's been amazing to see your health just come to life, and that's what this is about. You talk about health, you talk about spark, you talk about, linking arms, the community, and, thank all 3 of you for being on, Carmen, NILBERT, and Gary. And it is neat to see our spark. I mean, you can tell we're all excited, right? And the timing, the blessing of the timing and what we're involved in. And we invite you all listening to join us. Get back to the person who invited you, who shared this with you. And I always say, let them know what you liked best. What did you like best? And maybe one of the testimonials, and maybe something I said. Let them know what you like best. And my last piece of advice is, why not? Go for it. Like, you have everything to gain, everything. And get in where you can, you could do the Founder Plus, do it, 100%. But just the point is, get started. Okay. Thank you, all 3 of you. Thank you. Okay. Bye, everyone.